Okay, dear students, in this lecture, we will study about quinolines and isoquinolines. The flow of this topic includes 4 points. First one is introduction about quinoline and isoquinoline. Second, IUPAC nomenclature of quinoline. Third one is IUPAC nomenclature of isoquinolines, and then we'll see the examples of quinoline and isoquinoline. Now, as all of you know, these quinoline and isoquinoline are heterocyclic compounds. The question comes in mind that what are heterocyclic compounds? These are the cyclic compounds having one or more heteroatom along with carbon atom in the cyclic ring. The heteroatom other than carbon means it may be oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, etc. Thus, these are the some examples of heterocyclic compounds, and you know the names of these compounds. Okay, now first one is pyridine. You learned in SYBSC. This is pyrrole, the furan and thiophene. Thus, in this pyridine contains nitrogen as a heteroatom. It is a 6-membered ring, while pyrrole is 5-membered ring containing nitrogen as heteroatom. In case of furan, oxygen is present as heteroatom. It is also a 5-membered ring. Okay. In case of thiophene, sulfur is present as a heteroatom. Thus, these are the examples of heterocyclic compounds. Why I have written this all in first line? Because you have learned these examples in SYBSC. Now, I have given additional some examples. This is a combination of 6-membered ring benzene and 5-membered pyrrole ring. Okay, this is called as indole. Now in this, what you observe, in this molecule, 2 rings are fused. One is a benzene ring and another one is a pyridine ring are fused together. This heterocyclic compound is called quinoline. Another, this is a 3-membered heterocyclic ring. And which is the heteroatom? Oxygen. These three rings are fused together. The name of this molecule is xanthine. Now, here you observe this is a 6-membered ring and having 2 oxygen atoms as heteroatom. Means in this case, there is the presence of 2 oxygens. Thus the name of this molecule is dioxane. But in addition to that, you can speak 1,4-dioxane because both the oxygens are present at 1 and 4th position. Okay, it is 1,4-dioxane. Okay, thus in all these examples, you can see the heteroatom present is shown by red colored alphabet. Here, heteroatoms are nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur. Okay, there are another rings which also contains different heteroatoms than these. Now, the question comes in mind, why we have to learn heterocyclic chemistry? Why we have to study pyrrole, furan, thiophene, pyridine, quinoline, isoquinoline, dioxane, pyrazine, imidazole, etc., etc. The list of heterocyclic compound is very, very vast. I will explain the biological importance of these heterocyclic compounds. Now, in front of you, there is one molecule. In this structure, you observe the red color circle is there, which is shown by dotted. It is a dotted circle. This is the presence of quinoline nucleus in this molecule. This is a natural product, quinine. And this natural product, quinine, is isolated from the bark of cinchona tree. It is an active ingredient and it is used for the treatment of malaria. Means the heterocyclic compounds or moieties are having biological importance. We'll see another analogue of quinine. It is a chloroquine. Now, this chloroquine drug acts as anti-malarial, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, including breast cancer, anti-HIV, potent liver X receptor agonist, and vascular endothelial growth factor reception 2 inhibition. Means these heterocyclic compounds are having wide range of biological activities. They have medicinal properties. Nowadays of corona pandemic, the famous molecule is hydroxychloroquine. You see, here is the presence of chlorine. Here is the presence of the use of this hydroxychloroquine is still questionable. Okay. Thus, from this, we understood that the heterocyclic compounds are having biological importance and thus its study is necessary. Another, we'll see the biological importance of isoquinoline. Actually, the isoquinoline is a structural isomer of quinoline. Here, this ring, which is shown by blue color dotted circle, it is a ring of isoquinoline. Now, this molecule is actually a drug molecule. Name is dimethoxyquine, which is used as anesthetic. Another molecule is papaverine, which can be used as vasodilators. Another is quinapril, which is anti-hypertensive agent. Thus, in all, you observe there is a presence of heterocyclic systems and which is responsible for the biological activity. Thus, its study becomes an important part. Now, first of all, we see few information about quinoline. As you are looking the structure, in case of quinoline, two rings are fused together. This is a benzene ring and another one is a pyridine ring. Both the rings are aromatic and thus this quinoline is a aromatic heterocyclic compound having formula C9H7 and N. You can count the number of carbon atoms. As all of you know, here 6 carbon atoms are present in the ring. Then it is a 7, 8 and 9. C9. How many hydrogens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 hydrogens are there and 1 nitrogen. This quinoline is a fused or condensed heterocycle in which benzene ring is fused with pyridine. This molecule can be considered as analogous of naphthalene. If you remove this nitrogen with carbon, then this molecule becomes naphthalene. It is also called as 1-azha naphthalene. Its meaning is that azha stands for the nitrogen. If it is oxha, then it stands for the oxygen. Thia stands for the sulfur. Thus, suppose we consider it is a analogs to the naphthalene, then at one position nitrogen is present, hence it is 1-azha, rest is similar to naphthalene. Quinoline is a colorless liquid having unpleasant odor with boiling point of 237 degrees Celsius. It is miscible with water, ethanol and ether and it can be purified by steam distillation. Okay, this is the information about quinoline. Here you have to remember quinoline is heterocyclic organic compound having formula C9H7N. Quinoline is a fused heterocycle in which benzene ring is fused with a pyridine ring. These are the some IUPAC names of quinolines. 1-benzopyridine, benzo-bpyridine, benzo-b-azine, benzo-b-azabenzene, etc. And there are so many common names like 1-azanaphthalene, 1-benzazine, benzazine, leucoline, cincholine, quinoline, etc. etc. Okay. Now we will take the information of isoquinoline. Now in case of quinoline, here is a carbon and here is the presence of nitrogen. But in case of isoquinoline, the position of a nitrogen is slightly changed. But still, here you observe that there is a presence of two rings. One is benzene ring and another one is again a pyridine ring. But the point of attachment of both the rings in case of isoquinoline is different as compared to quinoline. Okay, thus it is a structural isomer of quinoline. This is again a heterocyclic aromatic organic compound also having molecular formula C9H7N. It is a structural isomer of quinoline. Both quinoline and isoquinoline both are benzopyridines. Its meaning is very simple. In both the cases, benzene ring is attached with a pyridine ring. Attached, or you can speak, it is a condensed, benzene ring is condensed or fused with a pyridine ring. Isoquinoline is a colorless liquid at room temperature. The other names of isoquinoline are 2-azanaphthalene, benzosipyridine, 2-benzamine, etc. We will see why it is called as benzosipyridine. Now, here we will see how to give IUPAC names to quinoline and isoquinoline. When we want to give the numbering, when we want to give the IUPAC name, then at first numbering is important. The numbering of this quinoline and isoquinoline is started generally from a heteroatom, and then it is continued into anti-clockwise direction. Here you observe, in case of quinoline, the numbering is started from nitrogen, which is our heteroatom. Here we have written the numbering of heterocyclic compounds are started from heteroatom, and it is continued in anti-clockwise direction. All of you know this is anti-clockwise direction. Okay. Okay, they extend our time limit, Zoom. Okay, thank you, Zoom. Okay, now we continued our numbering as it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it becomes 5, 6, 7, 8. But there is an exception. And it observes in case of isoquinoline. As per the rule, actually numbering is started from heteroatom, but this isoquinoline is an exception, and numbering is started from this carbon atom, which is close to the point of attachment of two rings. And again, the numbering is continued in an anti-clockwise manner. But in case of isoquinoline, you have to start numbering from a carbon atom and then continue towards the heteroatom. Now, what about these fused carbons? These two rings are fused at these two carbon atoms. Now, these fused carbons are given the same previous number with adding letters A, B, C, etc. Now, in this case, the previous number is a 4. Thus, it is 4A. while in this case, the previous number is 8, hence it is 8A. While here also, in case of isoquinoline, previous number is 4, then it becomes 4A, it is 8, it becomes 8A. I hope all of you understood the numbering in heterocyclic compounds like quinoline and isoquinoline. In case of quinoline, the numbering is started from nitrogen atom, no problem. But in case of isoquinoline, the nitrogen atom is not numbered 1. Okay. Now this is one kind of method to give IUPAC name to the quinoline and isoquinoline. But there is another type also. In this case, this quinoline and isoquinoline are considered as benzoheterocycles. The benzoheterocycles, its meaning is that, as you know that it is a fused or condensed ring system. Here, benzene rings is fused with a heterocyclic ring, and it may be 5-membered or 6-membered, and depending on that, its name is given. Okay, now what are the rules of nomenclature? Now in this case, first parent name is written at the end. Now how parent name is derived? The name of heterocyclic ring is a parent name. Name of a heterocyclic ring is a parent name. For example, in this case, benzene ring is fused with a pyridine ring. Now here, pyridine ring is a heterocyclic ring, and thus it is a parent, and its name is written at the end. Okay, then fused name is written at first. Now here, which ring is fused with a parent? Here, benzene ring is fused with a parent. Thus, the prefix benzo is used. Here, name of fused benzene, that is a benzo, is written first. Now, next point is really important. The side of fusion of the parent ring with the fused ring is shown by alphabet, such as A, B, C, etc. And it is written in a square bracket in between prefix and parent name. Now see, here benzo is our prefix, while pyridine is our parent name. Here pyridine ring is fused with the benzene ring, but we have to see its point of fusion, and hence it is shown with alphabets A, B, C, etc. Now this bond between carbon and nitrogen we name as A, and the bond between benzene ring and pyridine ring is shown by the alphabet B. Thus, these two rings are fused at the side B, and hence it is written between the prefix and parent name benzo B pyridine. Okay, now in this case the point of fusion is different. It is A, of course, then here is something wrong. It is a B, yes, and this is a C. This is a C. Means this pyridine ring and benzene ring is fused with each other at side C, and hence it is benzo C pyridine. I hope you understood. Quinoline is benzobipyridine and isoquinoline is benzo C pyridine. Let us see the examples of quinoline first. Okay, now all of you are familiar with the IUPAC names of bicyclic systems and cumulins. In all these, what we are doing first? We are numbering that molecule at first. Thus here, we will start numbering. And as all of you know, it is a quinoline. Hence, numbering is starting from nitrogen atom and continued in anti-clockwise manner. Okay, this is anti-clockwise manner. If it is going in this direction, then it is a clockwise. This is a anti-clockwise. Okay. Now, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. Okay, good. It is 4A and it is a 8A. But there is no chance of any substituent at these two carbon atoms because already the valencies of these carbons are satisfied. Now look at the substituent. This NO2 group is present as a substituent. Then the name of this molecule is very simple. What is it? It is simply 8-nitroquinoline. What is the name? 8-nitroquinoline. Just you write, you will get a mark. Now we will take this example. Then 1, it is a 2, 3, 4. Okay, there is no need because there is no any substituent here. Then the name of this molecule is very simple. It is 2-methyl. Methyl group is our substituent. 2-methylquinoline. Now here two substituents are present. One is NH2 and another one is a bromine. Okay, you can give numbering as per the IUPAC rules. Numbering is started from carbon 1 and passed in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, then amino group receives 8th position and bromine receives 4th position. Now two substituents are there. One is bromo and another one is a amino. Then you have to arrange these substituents in alphabetical manner. Thus, amino will appear first and then bromo. The name of this molecule is 8-amino because NH2 is attached at 8th position. 8-amino. 4-bromoquinoline. 8-amino 4-bromoquinoline. Now, in this example, the substituent is SO3H. But you know that this SO3H group, this functional group, is of having higher priority. And thus, it is incorporated as a suffix in the name of this heterocycle. It is attached at position 3 and hence the IUPAC name of this molecule is, this is a quinoline 3-sulfonic acid. Okay, quinoline 3-sulfonic acid. Okay, now here what you observe? You observe that this molecule, which is analogs to the quinoline, but it does not possesses two double bonds, which is the present. One is here and another one here. Means here, this pyridine ring is saturated. Instead of carbon-carbon double bond, there is the presence of hydrogens. Thus, we can give IUPAC name as numbering is same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But at position 1, 2, 3 and 4, there is no any double bond. There is a presence of hydrogens. H. Here is a hydrogens. Here is a hydrogen. Here is a hydrogens. Hence, these are 4 positions. Such a 4 positions are there. Thus, the name is 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrahydroquinoline. Okay. Now we'll see few more examples. Again, here you have to start numbering 1, 2, it is a 3, it is a 4, and NO2 group is present at 5th position. Thus, the IUPAC name of this molecule is 5-nitroquinoline. Here, IUPAC name is 1, 2, then it is 2-phenylquinoline. Here, simply, you can tell me the IUPAC name of this molecule. This is which group? It is ethoxy. And this ethoxy group is attached at a 2 position. Thus, it becomes 2-ethoxyquinoline. Here, what you observe? 3 substituents are present. Okay. One is methoxy, another one is acetyl, and another one is a phenyl. Okay, now give the numbering 1, 2, here is 2, okay, 3, 4, here is 5, and another one is 8, another is a 8th position. Okay, now we have to arrange these substituents in alphabetically manner. Which will come first? It is acetyl A. Then it is a methoxy M. And here is a phenyl. Okay, which will come first? At first acetyl will come. Then M, methoxy will come. And then phenyl. Thus the IUPAC name of this molecule is 5-acetyl 8-methoxy 2-phenylquinoline. I am repeating it again. 5-acetyl 8-methoxy 2-phenylquinoline. In this molecule, now we'll take next molecule 1, 2, 3. Here it is a 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7, and you know that this is the 8th position. Now again, here is the presence of 2 different kinds of substituents. One is a chloro and another one is a methyl. Then alphabetically, chloro will come first. Thus the name is 5-8-dichloro because one chlorine is attached at 5th position, another is attached at 8th position. 5-8-dichloro. 2,4-dimethylquinoline. 5-8-dichloro 2,4-dimethylquinoline. Now this is again a very simple molecule. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5, 6, 7. This position is 8. Now here it is 8-hydroxy 4-methylquinoline. Very simple. Okay, thus I hope you understood how to give IUPAC names to the quinoline molecules. Now we'll see the IUPAC nomenclature of isoquinolines. Okay, now as per the rules, the numbering is started from this carbon atom. which is in between this fused carbon atom and nitrogen. Thus, in case of isoquinoline, the nitrogen atom receives 2 position. Thus, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This substituent NO2 is present at 8th position. Hence, the name is very simple. It is 8-nitro isoquinoline. Now, in this case, 2 substituents are present. One is a chloro and another one is a amino. Thus, chloro is present at 4th position, while amino is present at 8th position. We will arrange these 2 substituents in alphabetically order. Thus, amino will appear first. It is 8-amino 4-chloro isoquinoline. Now here, yes. Yeah. Here, again, 2 substituents are present. One is CH3 and another one is a CHO. Here, CHO, it is aldehyde. This is a methyl. Okay. Now, here, this CHO is a functional group of higher priority. Thus, when we give numbering, it becomes 1, 2, 3. Here it is a 4. And here for CHO, it becomes 8th position. As it is a functional group of higher priority, then it is incorporated as suffix in the name of this heterocycle. The IUPAC name of this molecule is 4-methyl isoquinoline 8-carbaldehyde. Okay. Now, here, in this example, 3 different kinds of substituents are present. One is amino, another one is COH, and another one more is a CHO. Now here, COH and CHO, in between these 2 functional group, which is having higher priority, I have supplied one notes regarding the priorities of functional groups during the IUPAC nomenclature. Please go through that. Okay. Here, COH group receives higher priority. Thus, we'll number it. Here is a 3, here is a 4, and here is 8. The IUPAC name of this molecule is 3-amino 8-formyl. Now, due to the presence of COH group, this CHO becomes a substituent and hence it appears as a prefix. It is 3-amino 8-formyl isoquinoline 4, sorry, it is a 5, isoquinoline carboxylic acid. Okay. Now, in this example, 2 substituents are there, methyl and methoxy. Methyl is attached at 6th position, while methoxy is attached at a 3 position. Thus, the name of this molecule is 3-methoxy 6-methyl isoquinoline. Again, this is a saturated counterpart. Previously, we have seen here pyridine ring is a saturated. Okay, and the carbon 1, the nitrogen present atom at 2, carbon number 3 and 4, all are saturated. They possess hydrogens instead of double bonds. Hence, we can speak 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 tetrahydro isoquinoline. Okay, thus I hope all of you understood the IUPAC names of quinoline and isoquinoline molecules. Okay, thank you.